Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Curtis, Marshall, and Trina went tree shopping together. Trina was encouraged to pick by Curtis, but she insisted on picking as a team. Soon after, Trina discovered a tree that she loved, but Marshall and Curtis vetoed it since it was too little, reminding Curtis and Marshall that no one would have to climb a ladder to decorate it. Trina justified her decision, but she quickly regretted saying so. Curtis reassured her that everything would be okay and reminded her that they were fortunate to live in a large, gorgeous home with lots of space and high ceilings. Curtis was searching for the largest and finest tree. Once they were once again browsing trees, Marshall talked about his childhood memories of going tree shopping with Curtis and Thomas, and how Curtis always selected the ideal tree because he was so much like his mother, Irene, who had always adored Christmas. Trina received a text message just as Curtis pointed out a good tree. She kissed each man on the cheek, quickly reassured Curtis and Marshall that the tree was wonderful, and walked away promising to assist with decorating later. Curtis informed his father that the tree will be delivered later that day once he had paid for it. Curtis was clearly excited to decorate, and Marshall noticed this. The topic of conversation shifted to Irene and how she had instilled her love of Christmas in Curtis. Though as an adult Curtis acknowledged that both Irene and Stella had contributed to the magic of the holiday for him and his brother, he also understood that both women had made year-round sacrifices and saved money to ensure that Curtis and Thomas would always have special gifts. Curtis told Marshall that Irene had once told him that the greatest gift of all had been seeing her children smile, and Marshall wasn't shocked. Esme assured her son that a ride-sharing service would shortly transport them to their new apartment at the Collins apartment, with Ace perched on her hip. Esme declined Spencer's offer to transport her and Ace to their new residence as he entered the living room. Esme interrupted Spencer as he was about to fight. "I'm not sure how much more explicit I can be, Spencer. I can't rely on you anymore," replied Esme. She reminded him that she needed to get comfortable depending on herself, and that she and Ace needed to get used to being alone. Esme insisted it was something Ace needed. She questioned, "Can't you see that?" Spencer conceded her point and said she was correct. Spencer carried Ace to the sofa and sat down after Esme gave him Ace so she could look over her shoulder for anything she could have overlooked. As he bid Ace farewell, he started to get emotional. Upon Esme's return, she paused in the doorway, allowing Spencer to give Ace a kiss on top of his head and make an emotional vow to always be Ace's big brother, regardless of the circumstances. Esme moved forward, taking Ace out of Spencer's arms with care, and said she was good to go. After leading Esme to the door, Spencer watched Esme and Ace board the elevator while standing in the doorway. When Trina came along a little while later, she saw the sadness in Spencer's eyes and hurried to give him a hug. Spencer admitted to Esme that she had been correct and that Ace would ultimately benefit from the relocation as they sat on the couch together. Trina informed Spencer that she was pleased with him for prioritizing Ace, and she reassured him that Ace would never forget how safe and comfortable he'd have felt in Spencer's arms. Elizabeth and Jake were back at the tree lot, trying to find a Christmas tree. Jake informed his mother that Aiden's personalized cookies were in great demand, and that Christmas and Valentine's Day were Aiden's busiest times of the year when Elizabeth brought up Aiden missing out. Elizabeth seemed to be trying too hard to be joyful, so to her surprise, Jake asked her out of the blue if there was anything bothering her. Jake was smart enough and mature enough to comprehend, so Elizabeth made the decision to be open and truthful. Jake was taken aback to learn that Finn was being sued for malpractice. Elizabeth informed Jake that Finn was a fantastic physician who had provided the patient with the best care imaginable, and she also revealed that the patient had passed away from cancer. Elizabeth decided to take advantage of the fact that Jake was grateful that his mother had faith in him to tell the truth and inquire about Jake and Charlotte's relationship. Since they hadn't seen one other much and Charlotte hadn't been responding to his texts, Jake acknowledged that he wasn't sure whether he and Charlotte were still dating. Elizabeth stated that Charlotte needed additional time because the shooting had left her emotionally and physically scarred. "I detest firearms," Jake angrily declared. Although he understood that the shooting had been unintentional, it had nonetheless startled him. Jake disclosed that he has been researching gun control organizations and that he would like to get active in one. Elizabeth encouraged her son's decision to face his concerns and was pleased with him for it. Alexis greeted Martin and Finn at the Invader. She reassured the two men that she was ready and equipped. Finn was perplexed as he believed she was merely assisting with his deposition preparation. Alexis took advantage of the fact that Martin would be serving as opposing counsel to make it clear to Finn that she wasn't going to play nice. Following the seating arrangement, Martin and Alexis informed Finn that Diane was a strong opponent, which would make it easier for Alexis to pick on him. Diane would make the deposition a minefield, according to Alexis. Finn said, "It sounds like we're going to battle." "We kind of are," answered Alexis. Martin and Alexis clarified that Finn needed to follow the Golden Rule, which states that responses should be succinct and should not divulge personal information. Martin quickly clarified that Finn shouldn't lie and that it was preferable to own up to his mistakes than to fabricate an explanation. Finn reassured Alexis and Martin that he had never been called talkative. "With it, I think I got this," Finn declared. When Alexis used the chance to demonstrate to Finn the significance of responding with a yes or no whenever feasible, things didn't go as planned. Alexis raised the ante by inquiring about Muldoon's symptoms and the diagnosis as Finn started to adjust. Finn became irate when Alexis questioned if the symptoms might have been a sign of another illness or condition. "About 10,000 things," he answered. Martin admitted that Alexis had been correct when she said that Finn could be broken in less than 15 minutes, and he put some cash down on the desk. Martin disagreed with Finn's denial that he had broken, seeing as though Finn had simply chosen the easy route with his remark. According to Alexis, the jury would be informed that Finn had accepted Muldoon's diagnosis, wrote a prescription, and sent Muldoon on his way without identifying or curing the disease that ultimately claimed his life. According to Finn, Muldoon's symptoms could be found in literally thousands of illnesses that were prevalent. Finn yelled, "That's a fact. Look it up." When Finn's fury subsided, Alexis clarified that Finn ought to have just replied, "Yes." After a successful public presentation at Wyndham's department store, Maxie, Sasha, and Cody returned to their office at Deception, where Maxie was beaming. Cody gave Sasha credit for the success, but Sasha countered that everyone was focused on Cody. "It was the two of you together," Maxie remarked. Everyone could see that Sasha and Cody had a unique chemistry, according to Maxie. Maxie broke the news of her excellent news and discussed an impending conference call as they sat down. Maxie disclosed that she had scheduled a Monument Valley photo session for Sasha and Cody for when the photographer was free in a few months. Sasha acknowledged that she had only ever seen the scenery in movies, so she was looking forward to the sunset photo shoot on the Pink Cliffs, which thrilled Maxie. Maxie explained to Cody that Deception wasn't just about selling cosmetics, so finding the ideal setting for a photo shoot was crucial. Maxie declared, "We are selling romance." Maxie agreed that the Deceptor had revolutionized the beauty industry, but advertising's goal was to get consumers to identify products as desirable. Maxie argued that Sasha and Cody were the perfect example of the romance that their clients desired in their life. A knock on the door occurred at that very moment. Felicia told Maxie that James was okay as soon as she walked into the office. James had complained of a stomachache at school, Felicia disclosed, and the nurse had contacted her when they couldn't get through to Maxie. Maxie was horrified to find that when she had left earlier, she had left her phone on her desk. When Maxie looked at her phone, she discovered that the school had left her 4 missed calls. Felicia reassured Maxie that Liesl, who had determined that James had the 24-hour flu, was taking excellent care of him. Maxie had an important conference call scheduled, so she felt conflicted about remaining, even though she was happy that it wasn't an emergency. Cody assured Maxie that Sasha and he could take care of the call. Maxie didn't appear eager to assign the work, but Felicia pushed Maxie to have faith in Cody and Sasha. Sasha, who was sitting next to Cody at a little round table, opened the laptop and joined the conference call after Maxie and Felicia departed. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.